Denel AH-2 Royvok. The Denel AH-2 Royvok, Afrikaans for Kestrel, is a South African attack helicopter manufactured by Denel Aerospace Systems. This helicopter is designed to engage enemy equipment and manpower, strike ground targets, escort and air support, as well as conduct aerial reconnaissance and counter-guerrilla warfare. A total of 12 AH-2 Royvok helicopters were produced, while one of them was lost in an accident. The remaining 11 vehicles are in service with the 16th Separate Helicopter Squadron as part of the South African Air Force.
Subscribe to the channel, it will be more interesting. Thank you in advance.
Dimensions: main rotor diameter, 15. 6 m, tail rotor diameter, 6. 34 m, length -18. 7 m, height, 5. 2 m. Helicopter weight: normal takeoff, 7,500 kg, maximum takeoff, 8,750 kilograms. Power plant type 2 Turbomeca Makila 1K2 turboshafts, 1845 horsepower each. The maximum flight speed is 278 km per hour. The maximum lateral speed is 93 km per hour. The practical flight range near the ground is 704 km. At altitude, 1,525 km. Static ceiling, 5,445 m. Ground effect, 5,850 m. Armament, 120 mm F2 cannon, 700 rounds, 6 suspension units, combat load up to 2,032 kg. Up to 4 air-to-air missiles, 8 or 16 ATGMs, 38 or 76 70 mm rockets. Crew, 2 people.
AH-56 Cheyenne. When completed, the AH-56 looked like an elegant death-looking dragonfly. It was distinguished by a long, thin fuselage, had a characteristic feature in the form of side fairings, or spoilers, into which the wheels of the main landing gear were retracted, drawn back. The tail consists of a fixed horizontal stabilizer and a large ventral tail keel, which includes a self-orienting fixed wheel. By using a hingeless rotor, Lockheed avoided the need for aircraft control surfaces and included another innovation: a tail-mounted pusher 3-bladed propeller along with a normal 4-bladed tail rotor mounted on the port side at the end of the horizontal stabilizer to make room for pusher air screw. One of the most important characteristics of the A-56 given to it by the pusher propeller was its miraculous acceleration and deceleration in level flight. It can instantly accelerate from 0 to 60 knots in 6 seconds, from 60 to 140 knots in 13 seconds and from 140 to 200 knots in just 19 seconds. Layout and armament. The 2 crew members are in tandem. The crew seats were equipped with everything necessary: belts, shoulder harnesses and armor sufficient to withstand small arms fire. Crew: 2 people, pilot and weapon operator. Power plant: 1 times General Electric T64, GE, 16 2580 kilowatts. Main rotor diameter 15. 36 m. Length 18. 30 m. Height 4. 10 m. Takeoff weight 13,600 kilograms. Empty weight 5,320 kilograms. Max speed 408 kilometers per hour. Range 1971 kilometers. AH-56A. The Cheyenne developed unsurpassed ground speed, demonstrating a top speed of 407 kilometers per hour. This car came too soon. AH-64 Apache. The AH-64 Apache is the Army's first attack helicopter designed to engage with ground troops on the front line, as well as for anti-tank operations at any time of the day, in poor visibility and in difficult meteorological conditions, while maintaining a high degree of combat capability, survivability, and return to build. The Apache helicopter was designed exclusively for offensive operations with maximum surprise of actions, based on the principle of fight and survive. The performance requirements of the Army for the AH-64A Apache helicopter, armed with 8 Nellfire ATGMs and 320 30mm shells, included a vertical rate of climb of 2.3 meters per second at an altitude of 1220 m at a temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, a cruising speed of 269 km per hour at an altitude of 1220 m, and the duration of the flight when performing a typical task is 1 hour 50 minutes. The AAWWS Longbow Weapon System. The main components of this system are a rotating millimeter-wave antenna placed above the helicopter main rotor hub, Hellfire ATGM, with a new radar homing head, instead of a laser one, and related electronic equipment installed in the fuselage and cockpit of the helicopter. The Hellfire missile has a length of 1.76 m, a diameter of 0.18 m, a wingspan of 0.33 m, and a launch weight of 43 kilograms. It is equipped with a heat warhead, 9 kilograms, which is capable of penetrating the frontal armor of modern tanks. The built-in armament of the N-64A Apache helicopters consists of a single-barreled 30mm M230 gun mounted in a turret in the lower part of the fuselage under the operator's gunner's seat. If necessary, instead of ATGMs, each of the hardpoints can also be equipped with one launcher, each of which contains 1970mm unguided aircraft missiles. Mi-24A. Soviet/Russian Army attack helicopter developed by OKBM. L. Mil. It is the first Soviet, European, and the second in the world, after the AH-1 Cobra, specialized combat helicopter. Serial production of the helicopter started in 1971, and since then it has received many modifications that have been supplied to many countries of the world. It was actively used during the Afghan War, during the fighting in Chechnya, as well as in many regional conflicts. Produced by OAO Rostvertal. Mi-24A was produced by a plant in the city of Arsniev. Almost 250 vehicles were built, which entered service with the formed structures of Army aviation, in separate helicopter regiments of the SA of the Combined Arms Armies and Air Assault Brigades. On the basis of the Mi-24A, a training modification of the Mi-24U, ed. 244, with full dual control was created. Flight performance. Crew 2 to 3 people. Passengers up to 8 paratroopers. 2 seriously wounded on a stretcher and 2 lightly wounded and a paramedic purse. Cruise speed 270 km per hour. Maximum speed in level flight 335 km/h. Flight range practical 450 km. Ferry flight range 1000 km. Average fuel consumption 780 L/h. Static ceiling 1400 m. Dynamic ceiling 4950 m. Armament. Built-in shooting and cannon. Depending on modification, number of suspension points 6 or 4. Suspended small arms and cannon 2 containers UPK 23-250 or 2 GUV with machine guns or 2 or 4 GUV with grenade launchers. Guided missile Sturm V, Attica M, Hermes A. Unguided rocket S-5, S-8, S-13, S-24. Air-to-air, R-60M, R-63V, Igla V, 9M220O attack. Bombs and cassettes with a caliber of 50 to 500 kilograms.
Don't forget to subscribe and like.